So we finished up here on the dyno, get a little bit of video and footage on this. Kind of disappointed in where we ended today. Ran out of nitrous really quick. Still very annoyed out here in Spokane. Nobody local, short of going to Idaho and an hour away, is filling bottles, and we can't get mother bottles short of going to Montana or to Seattle, which is what doesn't make any sense to me. I can go to Seattle and get a mother bottle without a problem, but all the idiots here in Spokane freaked out about the law changes and decided that they're just not going to offer bottles out here. Yet, same state over in Seattle does not give a shit, still doing bottles. So, we're gonna deal with that, get bottles filled, go through everything. We'll show you just some numbers where we ended up at. They're kind of underwhelming right now. Started at yarding some timing out of it and making a baseline hit, just see where it was. Fattened it up a lot. You know, before we were at 465, 420, and fattening it and pulling all the timing out, dropped it down to 418 and 404. And then on the initial shot, with 31 jets in the nitrous, we were up to 470. I've just been fighting the bottle pressure. There's a partial bottle that got given to me, and it just doesn't want to flow enough right now to actually get it out the back. So we're dropping pressure mid-pull, which is why the RPM's falling off at the top end as well. We've got colder plugs in it. They're gapped down, so we should be good to go. But that's kind of where we're ending off here today, going through that. You know, like I said, we were out at the track the other night. Also annoyed at the track right now because I can't prep a goddamn lane so you can actually leave on anything. Got the nitrous kit back here, all depressurized now. Put the plate in it just to give it a place to sit so we're not cutting any of the factory stuff. Got a bulkhead going down to a blow off for the blowdown. It's completely legal with NHRA. So that's where we end it. 475, 470, picked up a lot of torque. We're up to like 70 foot-pounds of torque, but I'm not gonna be able to test it out because the bottle is pretty much empty. We only made 5 hits in this bottle and it is completely drained right now. So that's where we're into things. We'll splice in some video of it on the poles as well, and we'll call it a day. Hopefully we'll get it back on here next week with a couple of full bottles, make a hit or two, see if we can get this thing up to like 550, 575, and we'll go from there. All right, there we have it. We're back and done. Made 2 hits today just to get a baseline, and then the 1 hit with the nitrous on. Now that we got a full bottle. The other bottle, as it turns out, was actually leaking when I was trying to use it. So that was why I wasn't getting the right bottle pressure and why it was tailing off so bad on me at the end. So we got the nitrous kit up here. Sorry again for the mix match. Solenoids, I have a bit of nitrous outlet and nitrous express stuff. We put this together, got the progressive controller right there. It's coming in, spraying it over 2.5 seconds. So hopefully we can actually use this to launch on the street. We got some phenomenal gains that came out of this here this time. So it's got a 150 shot jet in it. And you can see here, we went from 427 as the baseline, right? Because I've yanked a whole bunch of timing out of it to get it to run nitrous. And the baseline for where it added to is up to 560. You can see the massive torque gains as well. Picked up a lot of torque going across the entire line, even though we're not running any more timing than where I was at before. I won't tell you exactly where we're at. If you want that, call me. I'll tune your car for you. But that was what we got. We're going to make some hits on the road once it dries out a little bit more. It's already trying to calm down out there. You can see the sun's out now. But if you look, you can see a lot of water. It was raining pretty hard right when we started getting back on here. That's it. I'm ecstatic with this. I just cleaned up the map a little bit. I'm pulling a little bit of timing out. You can see right there where it got a little excessive on where it was coming in. I can see in the logs where it yanked about 1.5 degrees from that, and cleaned up the fueling to get it to carry all the way. But you can see nice flat power line coming all the way across, no torque interventions. And if you look here, if I can actually get this to show you, like between here and here, you know, our max torque's at 50 or 6,800 RPM. You can see before we were at 426, now we're at 559, right, 557. So we're carrying pretty much 140 horsepower through this entire range here. You can see this is where, you know, we're at 425 versus 560, and coming out the back 531 versus 421. So we start to lose it just a little bit at the end, but that's where we're going to be shifting the car, is right around 73 to 74. So hopefully we'll get a hit on this thing on the street, get 60 to 130 and some quarter mile stuff on it.